friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today's makeup look is this Duochrome blue smoky eye that I created using the Tarteist Pro palette. It's been a long time since I used this on my channel, but I love this palette and I love this eyeshadow color in the palette, so I wanted to create a look using it and kind of create something that was centered around this color. So this is what happened. This is what I created. Before we get into the tutorial, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join the family. I post 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so you don't want to miss out. And in order to make sure you don't miss out, make sure to hit that little bell. That'll just make sure you'll be notified every time I upload, which will be awesome. And if you guys want to see this makeup tutorial, then just keep on watching.
Okay, so we're going to start off with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot all over the lid. This is a perfect way to prime the eyes for a bold look like the one we're doing today. So I'm just going to use a concealer brush and brush that from the lash line up to the brow bone. And then I'm going to blend it out with my fingers just to get rid of any brush lines. So now we're going to hop into the Tarteist Pro palette from Tarte, and I'm going to take the shade Classic to set where we put the soft ochre paint pot. This will just help create a really nice base, a really smooth base for all of the other shadows to blend on top of. So I'm just taking an eyeshadow brush and putting that all over where we put the soft ochre. Next, I'm going to hop into the shade called Innocent, and we're just going to take a crease brush and start to buff this lightly into the crease as a transition shade. I start out really lightly and then I just build up the color until I get the intensity that I want. So I'm just making sure to brush it lightly. And then we're going to go into the shade called Chic, and we're just going to put this slightly below where we put that first pink shade. It's a little bit of a deeper tone, so it will just help define the crease a little bit more. Then we're going to go into the shade called Trendy. This is our all over lid color, the star of the show. This is a duochrome shadow, which means it shifts in hue and certain lighting. It's really, really cool in person. And I just wet my eyeshadow brush and pack that all over the lid up to the crease. Then I'm going to go into the shade called Profesh to kind of blend the blue shade in with the crease colors. This will just kind of help everything look a little more seamless. And then I also blend it out with a clean brush to make sure there's no harsh lines. So then I wanted to deepen up the outer third using the shade called Smoked. It's just a really pretty dark brown shadow, and I just blended that onto the outer third of the eye, and then I packed on a little bit more of the Trendy shade over top of that just to blend all of the shadows together and to intensify that bluish green hue. I forgot to show this part, but I used this shade Punk, which is just a matte black, and I used that to line my eyes from the inner corner to the outer corner, and then I went in with mascara. I did 2 coats of mascara. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. It's one of my favorites. I love it so much. You guys have seen it in several of my tutorials. So yeah, I just popped that on, and then I went ahead and used the Ardell Demi Wispies. I just popped those on as well. I am not a lash pro, but the handy dandy Ardell lash tool really helps. So I just put on some Duo Glue and popped those on top of my lashes. Yes. Now I'm going to go into the Makeup Forever Step 1 Hydrating Primer. This is a really great primer, and I wanted to try something different. I took the Cover FX Custom Enhancing Drops. These are in the shade Moonlight, and I just popped that on the high points of the cheekbone underneath the foundation. The foundation that I'm using today is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light, and I just felt like having a little bit of a glow underneath the foundation helped it look more natural, and I really actually liked the finish. So next I'm going into the Physicians Formula Insta Ready Concealer. This was my first time trying this concealer, and I really, really liked it. It blended out perfectly. It was super full coverage. I think I actually put a little bit too much on. Next time I'll use a little bit less, and I used a tiny Aesthetica Beauty sponge to blend it out. I've really been loving using small sponges under the eyes. It just really helps blend out under the small areas, you know, like in the inner corner. It's super helpful and I've loved it. I'm just setting the under eye area with the Aesthetica Beauty Sponge and the Aesthetica Translucent Powder, just anywhere that I put concealer, and then I'm dusting off the excess with a clean powder brush. So now we're going to go back into the shade Chic for underneath the eyes, and I'm just going to buff that under the lower lash line. Then we're going to go into the shade called Trendy, the blue shade, and we're just going to put that right under the lower lash line just to match the shadows on the top, and then I define the outer third using the dark brown shade called Smoked. Then I'm just going to put on some mascara on the bottom lashes, the L'Oreal mascara that we used earlier to define the lower lashes. Then we're going to go into the Hourglass bronzer. I've been loving this bronzer, and I'm just going to put that all over the face to add a little bit of warmth. I love the shade of this. I love how it blends out on top of foundations. It's one of my new favorites, so I just use that to contour the sides of my nose, underneath the chin. You guys know the drill. So for blush today, I'm going to use the Bomb Bomb Beach Blush. It's a super great neutral blush. When in doubt, I use this all the time. It's amazing. I wanted to make the cheekbones pop a little bit more, so I went into the Balm Mary Luminizer highlighter just down the center of the face and on the cheekbones to bring those out a little bit more and to make my face look a little more glowy. I also popped it in the inner corners as always, as well as under the brows. For lips, I went into the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Lip Liner. This is in the shade Vibe. It's a really pretty mauve-y color, and I just went ahead and lined the lips and also filled it in with this. I really love this formula as well. You can wear it alone if you want to, but I decided to top it off with an Estee Lauder lipstick. I think this was called Pinkberry. I couldn't quite read that, but I will link it down below. It matched that lip liner really nicely. Then I went back into my brows with the Anastasia Brow Wiz just to fill in any sparse areas, and I set the entire face with the Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray, and that completes the look. I hope you guys liked it.
Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you liked it. I really think it's so fun. The Duochrome shadow is so unique and different, perfect for those summer nights, you know what I'm saying? So give this video a thumbs up if you like this video, and if you would like to see more colorful looks like this one, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. As always, leave me a comment. I love saying hey to you guys, so comment down below with questions or comments or anything like that, and I'll be happy to try to answer them and respond to you guys, so be sure to leave a comment. And with that being said, make sure to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you. Bye!